The Heart of the Dreamer by Neville Goddard. Narrated by Anderson Lincoln. The Christian world calls this the season of Advent, the coming of the great event or person, the coming of the Lord Jesus Christ. Of course, Paul, in his letter to the Galatians, doesn't condemn it, but wonders if they really got the message, saying, "I notice you observe days and months and seasons and years. I am afraid I have labored over you in vain." There is nothing wrong with observing the season of the year, as long as you understand it as the coming of the great event or person. Tonight I will tell you what I know from experience, from which my conviction was born. I must, however, use certain imagery in order to explain it, so I ask that you follow me in your imagination. Your wonderful human imagination is a reproduction of the divine imagination. Think of the human imagination as brain cells in the mind of the dreamer, which divine imagination sent out to infinity for a divine purpose. These brain cells are destined to return, like a boomerang, right back into the center of divine imagination, as the dreamer who is God the Father. Going out as sons is not easy. It was never intended to be. It takes the horrors of the world to awaken and expand his sons into God the Father. I promise you, the day will come when the divine breath will breathe over you and you will awaken in your immortal tomb. You too will leave that tomb to hold the infant child in your arms. He will be the symbol of your return, revealing the end of your horrors. Although you are not then God the Father, you will not discover this for yourself until 139 days later, when God's Son, David, will reveal your true identity. Before I retired last night, I was wondering what I would talk to you about, and this morning about 1:30 I found myself preparing dinner for 3 friends. I took care of the funeral of 2 of them many years ago in New York City. The third may be gone, as I haven't heard from her in a very long time. I was serving Barbados yams, which are unlike the ones we have here. It is a root weighing anywhere from 2 to 30 pounds. Its covering is dark brown, while the interior is snowy white. As I approached the table, 2 jackals, or silver foxes, approached, jumped on the table, and in the most vicious manner the father jackal tore a large hunk out of the back of his son and began to nail his son upon a board with its center gorged out to fit that hunk. The extended portion of the cross was wood, while the son's body formed the upright part of the cross. Then I awoke. This morning I went to The Lost Language of Symbolism by Bailey, where I read that the jackal is the pathfinder in the desert. He is equated with the Egyptian god Osiris, who, as the opener of ways to the god, he brings 3 to the mountains. In the audience tonight there are 2 ladies whose experiences I would like to share. One lady found herself in a crowd, looking at a woman surrounded by 3 men, who suddenly disappeared. The lady approached and asked their names, to which my friend replied, "Faith, Hope, and Charity."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?